What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning.
Oi,
Now
what
we
are you
gotta
doing
go
in
through
my
this
garden?
lady's yard over the fence. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Kobe Scroby, and welcome to Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit the like button for me. Leave me your thoughts on it down below in the comments, and you can also subscribe to the channel for more Sherlock Holmes and other videos. So, the story here is that I got this game and the previous game on Steam sale a while ago, and super cheap. And I've always planned on making videos on them. And while I was between jobs like I am now, I was going back and playing some of the games I had never played, that I'd bought that I'd never played. And I played them and I just got addicted. And I was like, man, I have to play them right now. And I couldn't record because my son was here, but I could sit upstairs with him and play it while he was up there. Anyway, long story short, I love these games so much and I had so much fun with them that I decided that I need to make a series on them. Now, this is the second of the two that I got. I believe this is the newest one. And right now, I have played the first and the second cases. And I wanted to do this so much that I decided to stop, play them over so that I could record them and make videos. So that I can show you the beginning part of the story up to where I played to, and then we can continue on together after that. So, this may be some type of a speed run, if you want to say, though it is still going to take a while to get through all the dialogue for everybody to still understand what's going on. So anyway, without me rambling anymore, I just wanted to try to explain what I was doing, that I had played some of this game and loved it so much that I wanted to bring you guys in for it as well. So let's get started. Oh, a new game. Oh my god. Are you sure? All your progress will be lost. Go! Whoa. 48 hours earlier.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
She is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who, are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well,
Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
So, I'm going to try to let the cutscenes play out without interrupting so that you guys can follow the story. And I will do my best to explain what is going on and what I'm doing, even though I know these games pretty well because the first one plays almost the same as this one in most of the mechanics. So I'm pretty familiar with it, but I will try to remember to explain to you what I'm doing. So we can talk to him, but this also lets you examine the person you're talking to if you're talking to him for the first time, so that you can build a character profile on him. So let's do that. So we can move around here and look at them. Build a character portrait by paying attention to the details and determining their meaning. So this one gives you some choices to pick between, as the first game that I played, the previous game I should say, did not. So, first of all, right here, red eyes, conjunctivitis, or recently weeping. Now, some of these I know because last time I picked the wrong ones. Last time I believe I picked conjunctivitis because I saw him wipe his nose and then go stand by the fire to warm up. So I thought maybe he was sick. But I believe it's recently weeping. And especially because I know how these first two cases play out. So, anyway, I'll just continue. Sorry. I might explain too much, too. Pale skin, malnutrition. Born 1887, Tom is 8 years old. Neatly mended, caring parents. Map of London, can read and use a map. Lame arm, malformation or injured? Oh shoot, I don't remember. Malformation. Injured. Malformation. Injured. Malformation. Alright. So, right now, we can go back and change these, too. But, so yeah, I didn't notice this. Look how big his arm is here. And then how skinny this one is. But yeah, this is our only chance to change these. And I don't remember this one. Either way, we're going to go with it. Character profile complete. We've done it. It'll say imprecise character profile if you got one wrong. So you can go in here. Here's our book, actually. If we... Oops, sorry. I'll show you later. If you press tab, it brings the book up. The case book. Let's talk to him first, and I'll show you all this in due time.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
So that was like a quick time event where we know they're lying. We can press Q, and we have to pick between these. But we have to pick the right one. And if we pick the wrong one, it continues on. And you don't get to go back and fix it. So the police say he just abandoned me. And now we have to choose, like, the evidence that we have. Caring parents. Tom is 8 years old. So we know it said he has caring parents because they patched up his clothes here. He just abandoned me? I don't think that he would do that because he has caring parents. You can also press tab and go into your book, as I was trying to say, and review your evidence on the person. Here he knows how to read and use a map. Suffered from malnutrition for many years. Tom is from a poor family, but it is clear that he is much loved. His parents have done all they can to care for him. So that's very unlikely that his dad just left. You can also go over here and you can look at the character profiles of everybody that we've met so far. This one here will show our tasks. This is the map. It'll show all the places we can go to. This is our evidence. This is documents. This is everything that was said. So you can go back and reread every dialogue that was said in the whole game. Echoes. I think that's from previous cases, so we don't have to worry about that yet. But let's continue on. Sorry, I'm trying to explain, but I may be explaining too much.
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
And that's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day, 'cause that's all he can find. Only this time, he didn't come home.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job, but this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange? In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
What were you thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
I was afraid. I ain't got no family, and I've got no other place to go. If our landlord finds out that father left me, he'll throw me out on the street.
Tom, you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
All right, we got our first case. So, we've got some new stuff in here. Tom lives in Whitechapel, 12 Dorset Street, on the first floor, room E. I think it was on the second floor, but I could be wrong. We'll find out. So, now we can travel. This is where we are, Baker Street. We could travel to Whitechapel. Here are our tasks. Explore Hearst Hovel, 12 Dorset Street. Investigate the... So this is what we're doing. Investigate the disappearance of Tom's father. And this is our immediate task. So... I don't believe... I mean, we can look around. Like, these are... If you see these here, these are our archives.
I can always consult with it if needed.
Encyclopedias, newspaper, research. This is his room here. We have different clothes and disguises we can do. I mean, some cases require you to wear certain things. Like... the one I just did, oh man, you guys will see. You'll see soon enough. I can't spoil it. Oops, I picked it. I picked the pastor's outfit. I did not mean to do that. Let's just go back to what he was wearing. All right. Anyway, this is Holmes's room. This is Watson's room here. And I don't believe there's anything. Oh,
Some
typewriter.
documents our adventures in here.
I don't remember that. I must have missed that last time. I think that's it, though. And then here's Toby.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
And honestly, I like playing this in first-person mode. It's so much easier to move him around. He seems like I get stuck on stuff less.
Poor child. Holmes, you should help him.
Actually, in the previous game, if you looked through this telescope, you saw this super fat lady. Every time in this dress, just staring out the window, and it was...
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
And it's funny. Every time you saw her, I don't know, I just thought it was funny. Anyway.
A map of
here's a
London
map.
and its surroundings. Could be useful.
And, so in this game, you can actually walk outside, and you can go out and wander around and explore. In the previous one, you could not. If you were to go out that door, it would automatically put you in a cab to take you where we want to go. So we could probably... Whoa, what is this? I never saw this. Keep concentration... Keep the concentration controls balanced to cross the path without falling. Okay. Obviously, I've done this before because it's part of the game mechanic. And it seems to me like this was made for like a console controller with 2 sticks. The WASD one is fairly difficult. The mouse one's fairly easy to do them both at the same time. It can be challenging. So, also, while we're in the cab here, we can do things like open the deduction screen here. Her special job. 3 weeks ago, George Hurst disappeared while on a special job. And we'll get more of these, and then we will have to connect the ones that make sense, connect with each other. So then when we connect one, it'll take you over here, and then we'll have to connect more stuff. It's actually kind of... It's pretty cool. It's pretty in-depth, and it's pretty cool. I like it.
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
So we're going to 12 Dorset Street. So if we go through here, now we're on North Street. And we can knock on like all these doors, though most of them don't do anything. Here's Dorset Street. We'll head down here. So 14. It actually took me a while to find this because I was thinking, here's 15 on the same side of the street. I was thinking that'd be 14, that'd be 12. Here's 13. And here's 12. I didn't think that 12 would be on this side of the street, so anyway, I wandered around for a little while before I found it. But you have to do things like find this stuff yourself. You have to pay attention to the street signs. You have to pay attention to the house numbers. Now we have to get to room E, which he said it was on the first floor. A, that's the back door. B, C, nope, it's on the second floor. To me, this is the second floor. And this is room E, and this is room D. So this is it.
"'Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
Our home, Mr. Holmes.
I hope you'll find my father soon."
Alright, so now when you enter a place like this, we can look around. So if you see that little eye in the top right there, that means that we can press T and he has like a detective vision. Old clothes. Something in the pockets. Piece of paper. So then you can see stuff. Here we go. Finding details that others are inclined to overlook. It's basically what it is.
The old Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably taken from a wall. Old clothes, soiled and worn.
So then we just have to look around for these.
George Hurst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working and valuable hand.
"The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it."
And basically look at everything, and some things are clues, some things are not, but we just need to check it all out. Sherlock Holmes, a Conan Doyle, The Adventures of the something something.
So that's why you came to see me.
Oh, he read the book.
Tom probably reads at night.
So this objects marked with the exclamation symbol are to be used further in your investigation. So it's not that. Escape, please.
Tom probably reads at night.
Okay. It took me a while to figure this out, just
A collection
because...
of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
And it's just sometimes part of the game mechanics or the way the game works just doesn't always work the way you think, the way that I reasonably think it should. Ooh, there's bugs crawling around the floor. That's a nice touch. It doesn't always work the way I think it should, so it took me a little bit longer than normal to figure some of the stuff out.
Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills. Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance. Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young, too.
Whoa. Alright. We're running out of things to look at in here. There's not a whole lot more. So there's this ladder right here. Ladder, please. Ladder, please. Sometimes it's a little bit clunky and doesn't flow great.
It's too dark. I can't see anything.
Okay. So, this is where we're going to use this stuff later in your investigation comes in. It wouldn't let me take this stuff earlier because we didn't know why we needed it. Now we can come here and take it, and now we can go back up. Oh yeah.
Just some old things.
Nothing over there. Box.
A leather satchel. What's in it?
Hello there, George. I know it's difficult for you to find a job and you need to feed and clothe your son. So I've attached to this letter a pub leaflet. I've heard that there is a fellow there who is offering a special job. Maybe it will help you. I hope so. Good luck. There are a lot of those notes in this game, so we're going to be reading them. A lot of them aren't important.
The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
Some of them aren't really important. Some of them are important for when you're trying to... Let me just see if there's 2 of these yet. Nope. When you're trying to match these up and make decisions on which... Whoa, that's weird. I never saw it do that before. Anyway, when you're trying to make decisions about who to accuse, I suppose, and who did what, it helps that you have all the information, I suppose. So, I don't know. I'll try to read them. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's too much. We'll see if, I don't know. We'll see. So now we have to find, the old Tabard pub. Hearst House, Whitechapel. Find out more information about the special job at the old Tabard pub. So, actually, wait, did that have an address on it? Located on North Street. Okay, so, wait. Where did we come from? Where's our horse? Dorset Street. And this is all the faster you can move. Oh, there's Wiggins.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
He was in the previous
At
game
your
too.
service, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, so this is the old Tabard pub. I just kind of... I think our horse is down there. Anyway, it's right here.
I need to earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
Alright, so this type of stuff is kind of fun, actually. Now, we have to do this balance type thing again. But not for as long.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs. He never drinks alcohol.
Alright, so we're looking for someone who doesn't drink alcohol.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
Alright, nothing there. Oh, this guy. I don't think I listened to this guy last time.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
Maybe I did. That sounds familiar.
So
we
the
need...
man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
So this guy doesn't have... Does he? No, he just has a shadow.
Sent your kids to school
And he has beer, so that's not him. There's a guy here.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
Who has a glass that's not a beer glass, and he has mutton chop whiskers, right? Beard, whiskers. Beverage, water. Observation complete.
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
Alright, we'll just speed time up a little bit here. "30 minutes later. 13 minutes later."
Interesting. A missing person. I should find out more.
Alright, at the start of October, Mr. John Stowbridge went missing from Dorset Street under mysterious circumstances. Please contact Mrs. Stowbridge at 5 Dorset Street. Information. Wait, George Hurst is the guy we're looking for. This is another guy, John Stowbridge. Okay. So find out more information about the special job at the old tavern. What's it called?
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
Old Tabard Pub. I was thinking Old Tabard
Mr.
Tavern,
Holmes.
and that didn't sound right. Alright, here we go. We're Wiggins now. We gotta follow this guy. And this feels a little bit, almost a little bit Assassin's Creed-y, following this guy, because, like, I don't know. It just kind of shows you the guy there. Except we gotta get some cover. Bam. We can peek out. We can do this. You can see him through stuff. I mean, it's a little Ubisofty right there.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
So that up at the top there. See, it even uses the same looking eyeball from when he can see me. Anyway.
I couldn't pay my rent last week.
So we're just following him. It's fairly easy. He turns around and looks for a little while. Then he turns around and you can run right up behind him.
Cabbage! Cheap!
I probably could have gone to the next one, but whatever. It's not like he's fast enough to get away.
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Alright. So some of this I had to
Folk feed
do
meat to their dogs.
multiple times because
Living costs are too much these days.
it was
My son has
either
to work
getting
down the
used to
stairs.
the game mechanics or it was, yeah, I don't know. It just took me a few tries sometimes. It's fun though. Hey guy. And it gets even better than this,
What are
too.
you waiting for?
Come on, man. You
Take
walk
a brush
slow.
and get in there.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
Stupid kid.
Stupid kid.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stop crying and get to work.
Please, you don't have to beat him. I'll do it. I'll clean the chimney.
Go on then.
Alright, so this one took me actually a whole bunch of tries, and I'm not exactly sure why and how it works either, because even if you do this like as fast as possible, so now we're getting, nope, wrong button, sorry. As you see our lungs filling up there, but when it fills up all the way, we will suffocate. So I'm not 100% sure. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. And you can't hold your breath. I thought maybe that, like, when we were taking these off, actually, right. Come on. Oh, come on. Right now, it gets really bad. So you hold your breath right there, but there's no button for it. I don't know. But we're going to make it. Maybe I was just too slow the first few times. I don't know.
He's still here. That's a relief.
Anyway, we did it. So now, as long as you know where to go and you follow the path, you don't have to wait for him. Alright, we gotta go through here. We gotta go over here. We gotta go across here. We're speed running here right now. So here's this balance mechanic again. Which is, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's not bad. Obviously, it's like I said, I think it was meant to have two analog sticks to do this. See? The WASD is a little difficult, but it's not impossible. We can do it! Alright, now we gotta come over here. We gotta go over here. It's like I've done this before. Anyway, if nothing else, I'm gonna fill you guys in on the story here. Is my goal.
Where did he come from?
I don't know. Alright, come on, guy. Come on. There we go.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning.
Oi,
Now
what
we
are you
gotta
doing
go
in my
through this
garden?
lady's yard over the fence. So, if you do this here too fast, you will emerge through the fence right in front of him, and your detection meter up there will fill up faster than it takes him to get through the fence, so there's nothing you can do about it. So you just kind of have to know that you have to wait for him. Now he's going to stop and turn around, look for a little while. To some stuff you cannot hurry up. You just have to kind of go with it. Alright. Come on, guy. Alright. Alright, so I'm still not 100% sure how this
Hey, Jim.
works.
Can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
I've got it, if I remember correctly. I got pretty far with it. Oh man, I'm not sure what to do first. I forgot what to do first. Alright. So this one?
I should remove the...
Crap. Nope, I did it wrong already. Okay, this one.
Hurry up.
I'm hurrying, man. Now the big one. Now we take this one and we put it in the polish. Hurry on, hold on, man. Now we take the cloth, wipe it or polish it a little bit. Now I don't know what to do now. Do it again?
What are you doing?
Oh,
Nope.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm still learning.
Ah, see, that's all farther I got with it. I think I did that last time. Anyway. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Ugh. That was close. Alright, so there's two dogs right there. So we can't go that way. Let's go this way.
At last, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
Run, Wiggins, run.
It doesn't get cold again. I've no money for cold.
I can't lose him now.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
Alright. And this, you know, it took me a little time to figure this stuff out too. Like, I ran down the street to the right first before I found out that I was supposed to jump over the fence. I walked around this house about 8 times all the way around, made laps until I figured out what I was supposed to be doing. Right here?
Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it.
So, because I looked in here and I kind of went like this and like scanned over stuff and I didn't see it and I didn't see this. So then I went to the next window.
Wow, a lot of expensive stuff.
And then I went to, so we can't go in the door.
I can't see what's inside.
Can't see that one. So then we go back to the front.
I can't see what's inside.
Alright, can't look through that one. I think we can look through this one. And the first few laps I made, I didn't realize that you could even look through these windows.
Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
So me having done this before just saved like a half hour of editing for me.
Wiggins' tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job.
Yeah, I did.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Alright, so this is where I'm not very good at this. Though, I have been getting lucky on the last few I did. So here's the research. You can look through all these. And there's another one. Newspapers from 1880 to 1894. And then there's encyclopedias this many. So, we are, the drawing of the coat of arms is what we're looking for. So if I remember correctly, it's over here in research, in badges and medals. Then we're looking for coat of arms. Wait, marks and symbols? English coat of arms. Yeah. The coat of arms of the Marsh family. Nowadays, the representative of this family is Lord Edward Marsh, the well-known benefactor. He provides the poor people of Whitechapel with provisions, warm clothes, etc. Etc.? I don't know that I've ever seen that word spelled out. It always is ETC period. Lord Marsh is also renowned as a co-founder of the special education program with the extra M and an E on the end, which allows poor people the opportunity of an education. Lord Marsh resides at 3 Mainsbury Road, London.
Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Alright, so that is his daughter?
Go, Mr. Holmes. I'll take care of everything.
It's wonderful to have Kate home.
Alright. Oh, geez. Let's see. Let's go. Let's head over to Marsh's house.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Okay.
Come in, please.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Feels unwell, lack of sleep. Gold ring, man of wealth. He is ill, he is hiding something. I think he's ill. Though I didn't get this one right. First time I did it. Devon's vegetable painkiller. Strong painkillers. Whoa. Lord Marsh's personal assistant cooking recipe. What's it say? Health was higher. Appointments. something meeting Lord Marsh and remind. Looks like a personal assistant. Though I picked that last time. I didn't get this one right. I'm wondering which one I screwed up. Let's look at this guy. Embroidered member of hunting club. Stethoscope, physician. I feel like I picked all of these the same last time, but it doesn't necessarily matter. I don't know that it gives you more dialogue or what. Oh, we did it! Character profile complete! Oh, geez. So I must have picked something different this time than I did last time. Alright, if you guys want to read this, go ahead. Quite warm inside the room. Really? He is ill, therefore he is covered with a blanket despite the fact that it is quite warm inside the room. I didn't read that before.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now, too, from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance?
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes, but also insight, and Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
Painkillers. Nothing else seems to fit.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
Oh. Well, fine.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Despite my title, yes. I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
Lord Marsh even helps hospitals. A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel.
Sorry, just trying to look at everything.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
I've never seen so many provisions for the poor. And it appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. It's extremely honourable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor. Bags full of food. It's closed. Locked.
Alright. So we've got a locked door in here.
It's closed. Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life.
Dear Lord Marsh, here is a list of selected participants for the special education program in October. It looks to be a very promising event. I'm looking forward to it. Patrick Tanner, Thomas Kelly, John Stowbridge, William Thatcher, Reginald Staple.
John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster.
Yeah, it was the one that was crumpled up on the floor in the tavern.
I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both, and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, we got some deductions to look at right here. So, Quarterman Club, Special Education Program, missing, refused. So, some of these a lot of times don't make sense to me, so I've kind of gotten the habit of just clicking them together. I mean, it's not that important. This is the important part. So, not connected. The special job mentioned by George Hurst is not connected with the special education program. Connection. George Hurst's special job and Lord Marsh's special education program are somehow connected. So you can pick. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's this one, so we're just going to go with that for now. And we can switch them later. We're not stuck with any of these choices. It might be all we have. Yep. Yep. Okay, that's all we can do right now. We just got one.
I'm gratified by your interest in my charity.
Lord Marsh believes that he can...
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I believe...
I'm intrigued by the special...
that we've done everything we can do here. Oh.
Locked.
I don't believe that I ever got in there. I didn't even know that that was an option, to be honest with you. Okay. What are we doing next? So you can read all these again. The ones that are important, that add things that you can do, are these ones that have these little icons here. It added dialogue. I don't know with who, because it's not those two guys. So, maybe someone else. Investigate the appearance of Tom's father. Where's his house? Well, I'm not exactly 100% sure where to go next. So, anyway, I was just looking at the time we were recording. This may be a particularly long episode, but I'm going to try to get as much of the story packed into these as possible, get through it as fast as I can, moving along, so that we can get you guys caught up to where I left off, so that we can continue it together, I guess is what my goal here. So, anyway. We're just going to leave it here for today. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button for me. Leave me your thoughts on it down below in the comments. And you can also subscribe to the channel for more Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter, and other videos. So thank you guys again so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Later, guys.